almost ready. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Alrighty. Let's load it up. Alright, so today we're going to do this scenario. We have to attempt to get our train to Doncaster while battling against the effects of a fierce storm. So that's what's on the menu here. I think we should be good. It's a nice picture there. Last time we streamed, we had a bunch of network issues. Just time of day sometimes in the neighborhood, we end up getting a lot of buffering and stuff. I don't know how many people are using the internet. It's taking a little bit of time there to load, but we are ready to go. Alright, let's take a look at this scenario here. Alright, good morning. Today you'll be operating the stopping service to Doncaster due to heavy rainfall and stormy conditions, which has been put in place to minimize any potential risk to passengers. And the channel will call you to give some assistance and provide updates on the situation progresses. Okay. She's been reaching out to us a lot on these. Let me set up safety systems and see which ones are off. You look at them in this view. SD, vigilance. Okay, I think everything is on there now. Okay, sit down. Set the train up. Set this to full.
AWS and AWS operational.
Lock the doors. Wipers are on this side, so we're going to put these on. See how this plays out for us. Okay, let's see. Wipers, we want it to be. Where's the startup on? Oh, okay, it's on. I just heard it. Okay, I think everything's set. Lock the doors. We have 9 cars. Reach out to the signaler. It says proceed as indicated. Set this to forward. It's time to depart. Remember to keep an eye for restriction signs and signal changes throughout the journey. Okay. Alright, let's go. Alright, we are green ahead. Train's moving. 28 miles to Grantham, okay. This is about an hour and 21 minutes, I believe. So we'll see how it takes us here. Alright, 25 is our first restriction here. So let's go throttle out. Quick track change. Alright, next one's going to be 115. And 125. Add a little bit of power as we're going slightly uphill. Alright, we're going to be cleared to 125 next. But again, we have to be careful on this one as there are going to be some restrictions ahead due to the weather. Alright, so we're green here. Okay, that other one cleared ahead and went to green. We can do it two ways. We can look here on our controller and see the green color, or we can look at the little cheat ahead on the top of the screen. Right, so far so good. Alright, looks pretty good so far. And 25 is our upper end here. See, all the doors are closed. We have 9-car train. Temperature is 11 Celsius. We're on line voltage. Very good. Okay. Continue to pick up speed here. Trying to see when these restrictions are going to come. Okay, just have to let the system know that we are still paying attention. Alright, we have yellows ahead, so we're probably going to get a sunflower now. Oh, we changed to green. Okay, we're good. Alright, so I'm trying to get us at least close to 120 if we can. Sign there says 40 if we were changing tracks, which we're not. No restrictions yet ahead, but we do have a yellow coming up. So we should get some sunflower action for AWS advanced alert here. There it goes. Yep. So that's telling us that we got some restrictions ahead. So I'm going to pull the power out a little bit. Gonna get another one. Come on this next system here. There's the next one. Alright, now we're green for a second. And then we're still yellow ahead. Yeah, we can look down at our controller here on the PS4, and that gives us what's happening ahead on the controls there. Alright, so 120, we have greens coming up ahead. Pretty long way to go here. About 23 miles. We had we've covered 5 miles already. Let's see here. Grantham. Hold the start engine. We gotta switch to diesel. Ooh. Stop at another location. Go back to electric. Newgate. To Farmer's Field. Talk to the farmer. Alright, so we got a lot of stuff going on here. Looks like we're gonna have to use a different track because of a storm condition. We had that happen the other day. We were doing a scenario and there was an avalanche. That was pretty crazy. Just gonna add a little power to keep our speed up. Okay, let's see how health. Stream health is good today compared to the other day. It's nice. Good. Okay, still on the controls here, 21 miles. So it looks like we're going to get to Grantham okay, but then after Grantham, we're going to have to switch to diesel for a second. We've done that before. All right, flashing lights means that we may have something going on ahead. Let me reach out to the signaler really quickly. Okay, still says proceed as. Okay. We're going downhill, so I'm just going to do a quick throttle reduction. We should be getting another sunflower if the signal remains yellow ahead, which it looks like it's going to. So you're going to hear a little alert possibly as we get close to this signal. There it goes. Yep. Acknowledge. Now switch back to green. Okay, so that cleared that. Still flashing lights there. Okay, we're getting close to 120, so I'm just going to pull the throttle back a little bit. Alright, light's not flashing on that one, that's good. So we're doing cleared ahead. Okay, so let's just acknowledge just in case. Alright, flashing again. There is a rainy day on this map right now. Gonna add a touch of power here. Alright, so we're moving through here pretty well. So far we haven't hit those major slowdowns, but I think we're going to end up with an issue because I saw on the little preview ahead it said that we have to speak to a farmer. So something's going to happen as we get a little closer. I'm just going to drop that down just a touch. Okay, I'm going to get some info coming up. As we just seem to have hit something. Hello, how's it going? Just to let you know, there's been a power outage a short distance ahead. Recommend you take precautions and try to get your train to a safe place in case you need to stop. Okay, so we have a power outage coming up. Okay, so I guess we're still going to stop at Grantham. Then we'll switch to diesel, make a little bit of our trip, and then switch back to overhead power. Alright, we have an ad about to start here, so if you are watching this live right now, you'll be about 3 minutes here of a quick ad, but stay tuned. We'll see where this goes. Not much happening at the moment, so just come back. Okay, 65. Points added. Still doing pretty well, 13 miles. So far we've covered 15 miles. And I would say about 10 minutes. Right, and if you are looking to see some of our previous videos here in this run, you can check out the YouTube page. So we've been storing all of them, as the VODs don't last as long as they used to here on Twitch. Alright, 11 miles to go. Okay. Due to power outage, you've now lost power to your train. You need to switch over to diesel using the restore power to train. This should give you enough power to limp the train to the nearest station. Alright, so I guess they're going to walk us through it, but we essentially need to use this section over here. Here is the engine start button. Switch over to diesel power, and then pantograph down. Alright, changeover was pretty smooth there. Luckily that started while we were moving. Luckily we have actual diesel here in the train. There's actually been a lot of interesting scenarios on the new version here. Things that make you have to do a lot of on the fly kind of things. Okay, so obviously the power is not going to be as good as it was when we electric. As you can see, it's showing us here with full power engaged, but we're actually losing speed. I just went down to 0 and then pulled it back up to see if it would kick in a little. Nothing really happened. As you see here, still showing line voltage, but that should be off. Alright, hopefully we can make it. Okay, so we're below our speed requirement here. I'm just not really sure if the diesel kicked in it's supposed to have, but I'm not getting any indication from here that it's actually working. Or maybe this one. I think we'll make it. It's holding at 100, so that's good. And now we're going downhill, so we're slowly picking up some speed. This section might have a few whistle boards, so I'm just paying attention to that. The other section we were kind of in the on an express line, so that kind of gave us a little bit of freedom there. Okay, so we're gonna limp here into Grantham, and then we'll switch over back to electric. Alright, looks good. 3 miles to go. Hey, I'm doing well. How you doing today? Welcome. Alright, so about 2 miles out now. Just gonna start to pull some of the power back. See if we can coast into here. Welcome to the stream, Army. Alright, let's start braking. Oh, got a red coming up. See if we can stop in time. Come on, train, you can do it. Come on. We need to stop before we get there. We have a red ahead. Yeah, stop it. Oh, cool, thanks. If you want to see some stuff that we've done in the past on this one, you can check out the VOD, or you can also check out our YouTube page, where we've been saving some of the old streams. Alright, let's see what she's going to tell us. Oh, yeah, okay, good. Alright, so let's get a little closer to the signal here. Stopped on an emergency stop. Neutral, set that back up. Luckily it kicked over and stopped us. Got a train coming through. Should release everything for us. Very good. Alright, we are clear to go. Have you played this game already, Army? This is the PS4 version. They actually did a lot if you're playing on console. If you haven't played it already, to make it a lot more immersive for console players. Like, you get haptic feedback, and you get a lot of information on your controller now that we didn't have before. It's been pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Just double check here. We're good. Alright, so after we stop at Grantham, we're going to switch back to electric. Alright, cool. Yeah, I have all of the versions, but this one's actually a good improvement. I was saving the first version because there's a line on it that I enjoyed, but I finally removed it from the hard drive recently. But I'm happy with the improvements that were done to this one. So since we don't have a time frame where we need to be here, I'm just going to try to let it coast in. Cleared the red that we had ahead, so that's good. Alright, so we're going to come into our first stop here. We are running on diesel power. There was an issue where the power went out due to this storm in this section of the map, so once we get here, they're going to ask us to switch back to electric. So we're going to come down to 15. Yeah, it definitely has improved a lot. Should be good at 14. We're going slightly downhill, so we just gotta catch it. It goes slightly closer to 15. There we go. So we'll just break a little bit there. Alright, we're gonna continue to pull in. As we get in here, we'll stop. Alright, and after this, it looks like we're gonna have to interact with one of the farmers on the map. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Alright, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Stick around in the future. Do a mix of this and a few other simulators, mainly on the channel. But I do play a lot of other games in other ways, shapes, and forms. Okay, let's stop here. We'll go 100%. Doors open. Let's take a look outside, see how the passengers are doing. Okay, we got a good amount of people getting off here. Alright, so they're gonna want us to switch power here. So I wonder if I should get ahead of it. Should wait. I'll wait until they give us the direction. But they're gonna want us to stop the engine power, then switch back to the overhead power. If you're just tuning in on this line and this scenario, there's a power outage due to the storm on the overhead lines. So we had to switch to diesel power while we were running. So let's switch back over. Stop the engine. Switch to electric. Raise the pantograph. Alright, power's been restored and we're ready to go. Okay, so let's get moving. We are cleared. Go. So we noticed that we can probably only get to about 100 on just the overhead power. I mean, just on the diesel power. So overhead is going to give us our high speed here. Alright, 15 is our set out, and then we're going to have a 25 coming. So we're just going to wait for that. Okay, 25. Again, we have to wait for the back of the train to pass that point in order for it to give us a clearance for it. Some shipping containers there. Alright. Okay, so waiting to get to this 125. It'll be 115, 125, 115. So we'll stay about 115 until it clears. So it's essentially holding us here just as we cross some tracks. So I don't have a derailment. Tad more. Another track change here. At 125 and 115. Okay, just waiting for the end of the train. Again, we have a 9-car train, so waiting for that last bit there to pass, and then we're good to go. Here we go. Alright, we'll see how much we get slowed down ahead, but hopefully things move pretty well. Alright, so we have a go via. We're going to stop at Farmer's Field, talk to the farmer. Back to the seat. Continue on our go via. So go via Northgate, Redford, and then finally stop at Doncaster. Okay. I have a feeling that one of those stops at Doncaster is going to probably hold us kind of outside the station as we wait for traffic and stuff to move through. But I wonder what's going on with this farmer. Alright, so we're up to 115 is going to be our top end here. Alright, so moving along here. Tunnel looks pretty good. Situations like this, you really understand why signaling is useful. Because if there was a train in front of us in there, it would have been really difficult to see it. We're good, we're moving very well again. We have some whistle boards in this section of the map for sure, as there's some level crossings. And we just want to make sure that the farmers know that we're coming through the train. Alright, so we actually are in neutral in the throttle here, just letting the train run through, reducing wear and tear, and conserving energy here. And again, this section we're running downhill. I received this report some cows straight on the short distance from your girl lakes. Are going to approach caution. give the farmer a hand as they. Okay, so I'm gonna start braking. No idea where these cows are. Okay, so we got about a mile and some change. Alright, so let's go max brake just to give ourselves a good heads up here on the slowdown. And we're going to try to come into this close to 30 miles an hour just to be safe. Alright, so we got some cows on the line ahead. Just want to let the farmer know that we're coming. I think we're going to have to help them move some of these cows off the track. It's going to be crazy. One of the things that they tell you in New York City is that if you hear, while you're on the subway, if you hear them blowing the horn, it usually means that they saw somebody here on the tracks. Now, that horn alone should make those cows move, but I guess they're being stubborn today. I wonder who reported that there was cows on the track. Okay, let's go talk to the farmer. So you know what? Put this in neutral. Go. They won't give us a hard time. Hello, I'm glad you stopped. I'm sorry about my cows. They escaped their field and somehow some of them made it onto the track. Thankfully none of them are hurt. I hate to ask, but can you please give me a hand with getting them back to the field? Of course, no problem. I don't really have a choice. Well, that was fast. Though we're gonna actually have to do some herding. Good job. The cows are now back in the field and the line is once clear. Head back to the train and continue your journey. Alright, guy, have a good day. Sit, thank you. Alright, let's continue. I want to move back. Last time when I was in the UK earlier this year, I did see a lot of cattle. Where I was mainly was sheep, but occasionally you see a few cows here and there were a ton of them everywhere. Okay, moving through. Alright, so just gonna be on the lookout for any more whistle boards here. Our speed we're good with. Looks like we got a yellow ahead. Hopefully it clears. It's gonna be a go via. It's gonna be a few go vias if I'm. Yeah, there's 3 of them in a row. Get to our stop. Okay. Alright, so I think that's the end of any obstacles that we may have on this one. Initially they said they were just going to be slowdowns, but then we see that situation with the farmers. We got a sunflower, yellows ahead. Okay, yellow, yellow. That one turned to green. Alright, beautiful. So this next one should clear because we have a green ahead. I'm going to reduce our speed a bit. Beautiful. Clears our sunflower, but it looks like we got another one coming up. Might be getting close to some other. Oh, cleared up again. Might be getting close to other trains. Or they're reducing the speed of the other ones ahead of us, so slowing us down as well. But we really didn't get any major speed reduction so far. Some power lines to our left. Uh-oh, what's going on now? Okay, no message there, but just gave us the sound of something. Okay, just received a phone call from the farm to update the cows are now being cleared for the tracks. You didn't happen to have it handed it, did you? Anyway, I'll keep you updated as how it go. So ready to line them up, so if there's any chance something else goes wrong, remember to stay safe out there, especially in these conditions. Speak soon. Okay. Yeah, we did help him. You know we helped that man. Alright, I'm slowing down because we're coming up to 100 zone after we pass through here. So under 100, I'm going to keep it there for now. I like to be a little bit ahead of things if I can be. Good there. Let's see, I'm looking for this board that gives us the 100, but I'm not seeing it yet. I didn't even see the down triangle telling us that we had a slowdown coming up. But this section's, ooh, that's why. We just actually crossed some industrial tracks. That explains why we had to slow down. Alright, there's 125 again. Add a little bit of power here as we start to make our way back up there. Beautiful. Alright, let's get up there. Okay, we're still moving along pretty nicely here. Okay, nothing crazy. Up to 125 now. Full power's in. Line is flat and level. We are trying to speed up here. Beautiful. I got a little banking curve here. Very nice. Alright, if this yellow stays ahead, again we can see it on our controller now, our colors. If this yellow stays, we will have a sunflower. It looks like it's gonna stay. Yellow ahead. Oh, it just became green. Nice. Next one is green ahead now. Beautiful. going to pull back power here. Good. So on this line, we have one more scenario, but it is a freight scenario, so we'll work that one into the mix. It is the hardest scenario according to the game on this particular map, so we will give that one a run. Alright, here comes Sunflower. Alright, switch back to green. That's good. Yeah, we had to change our clocks back here on the East Coast in America. But not every place in America does it. But it's usually a little brutal that first day, because I tend to go to sleep late on Saturdays. Then with the time change, I wake up a little bit earlier than I normally. Now, some people are probably watching the F1 race right now. Let's just take a look really quickly and see what's going on there. I actually like that course in Brazil. I've driven on it on Gran Turismo. It's actually pretty fun. I do enjoy it. Okay. It looks pretty good so far here for us. 11 miles to go for our next Govia. Nothing crazy going on track-wise. Speed-wise, we're good. Try to get us back up to about 120. Alright, still Verstappen, number 1 here. Looks like 10 laps to go. Alright, thanks for stopping by. Yes, feel free. Yes, I appreciate the follow again. Take it easy. Have a great week. Okay, so 8.7 miles to our next Govia. Once we clear that Govia, we have one more. Oh no, we'll be stopping after that. This reminds me of like the high-speed German lines. I think I've mentioned in a previous stream that I have actually seen this train when I was in Edinburgh in March. But I did actually take some pictures, and they're on the Discord, of the express that you do have on this game that runs between Edinburgh and Glasgow. My wife and I actually took the train from Edinburgh to Glasgow then. It was a good ride, pretty smooth. And then on the way back we caught like the commuter train back, so it was a bunch of students. Alright, so I'm wondering how much more we'll have to go past this Govia. This game actually has been giving us a lot of long distances lately, which is nice. my bad. I missed that 115. There we go. Alright, no, hopefully we don't get penalized too much for that. I think we should have enough points though, it should be okay. That's the one mistake we've made so far. Alright, so far so good. Okay, we got a yellow ahead again. You have to have a really good attention span to drive these trains. Because any little distraction could mean a pretty major incident. So it's giving us yellows ahead. Ooh, is that for us? There's one there that says to go down to 40. No. So I'm just going to slow down just in case those 40s are for us. I'm hoping they're not, but they very well might be. Alright, so I'm going to come through this section about 40, because as you see there, we're stacked a few 40s back to back. And I don't know if those are ours or for another track, but we'll just slow down anyway. I think we're changing tracks, so... See, so there's a 40. It's to the left. Nope, that was us. Good thing we did it. That's why paying attention goes a long way. It was 125 if we were on the other... Oh yeah, go via. I was about to stop. Alright, so we gotta go via on the outside here. It's gonna blow the horn so they don't think we're stopping. Okay. Stop at Doncaster, okay. We're gonna wait to go up once we get through the station. Sorry for this. Alright, and then we're gonna go back onto the express track. And we're still under 40, so you see as we turn over here, beautiful. And then we're gonna get back up to 125. Okay, here we go. Pump this one back up. Oh, 125. Beautiful. There's some nice little houses over here. I like those. They look new too. I like more of a modern house. Alright, 16 miles till we're done. We're gonna make a stop twice. So one at Doncaster and then at platform. So I feel like we're gonna get held for a second as we come into the station. Alrighty, so we're almost there. Again, I mentioned this before. If you want to, you can follow us here on Discord. You can like and subscribe here. And also, we have a YouTube page where we've been sharing all of this content because eventually it will be deleted from the video on demand features of Twitch here. Appreciate everyone who stops by and anyone who is just hanging out here today. Makes all of this worthwhile. Alright, 15 miles to go. Lights ahead look pretty good. Crossing there. Okay, something else going on. Hello, we just received our report from a member of the public about a level crossing failure. Speed reduction having been placed near the crossing, so remember to keep monitoring your speed as you approach. Okay. So we got another situation here. So I'm just gonna keep my speed a little bit lower now. There's a failure at one of the level crossings, meaning that signals. Oh yeah, there was the guy working on it. The signals probably aren't working very well. Let people know not to cross. Alright, so we're gonna stay around 100, 105 for now. It's the only one that wasn't working. It's call. And speed up again then. I definitely saw a worker working on that last one, so that one sounded like it was working. Hear the bells ringing. So I'll just make sure to sound the horn as we come across them, just in case. Alright, so we're about 120 here. Alright, so we gotta come down to 110. Nothing crazy is going on. Alright, yep, we are below 110. Yes, thank you. 8.4 miles to go. So let us go back to 125 here in a second. This 110 might be because of this curve here. But I saw a level crossing coming up. Alright, 6.9 miles left. so busy looking for people on the side here that I didn't realize I was still going. I still had the throttle in. So again, I'm just trying to blow the horn at most of them because they mentioned that there was a few malfunctions on them due to the storm. Just want to give people a heads up that we're coming through. Alright, when we get closer to about 2 miles, I'll start to brake, as long as there's no other restrictions coming up. Alright, 2.8 miles left here. Okay, looks like they're going to bring us down to 120, but we're already below that, so we'll just stay where we are. Alright, we're going to start getting some sunflowers, which is telling us that at some point pretty soon we'll be to a stop here. Alright, you see they want us to be below 100 ahead, so we're going to already grab that one. And I like to be ahead of these things, so looks like we're going to stop us right before that 100. There's a red ahead. I'm just going to start to slow myself down. I'm going to get another sunflower. Alright, those are usually advance warnings letting us know that we're coming to a stop. Actually, some track condition ahead that's going to stop us or slow us down. Alright, so this one looks like it's going to be before we get into the station. Check with the signaler. Okay, move up to the signaler. Got it. Okay, so I'm just going to creep up to the signal with the hope that by the time we get there, it'll be cleared. Shall see. Alright, so we're going to be stopping at the next signal here. And hopefully we're not held up too long. Alright, we are in the Azuma. Three. so that one's a yellow now. So we got it. Can speed up a little bit here. So that's why one of the reasons I slowed down a little earlier is that way, hopefully by the time we got to the signal, we didn't have to make a complete stop. Signal. Alright, so coming in here below the speed limit. Signals are good. There is a red ahead, but I'm hoping that the red is after the stop. Kinda, yeah, we have a 35, so we're going to the left here at 35. Then a 70 ahead, which we hope for. Then we'll stop before the red signal. Okay, perfect. Okay, then we'll stop here at Doncaster, and we survived this journey. It was interesting. We had to help a farmer deal with some cows on the track. And there was a few other issues coming up with because of the rain, power issues and things like that. We made it. Alright, hang out. We'll see if we got the platinum trophy. And this train will continue. Get a signal here. So this train will continue and head to Scotland. Yeah, eventually the end is Scotland on this line. But it doesn't spat us because that thing looks very close. Come on. Right, looks good. Stop right at the edge of the platform. Beautiful. Excellent. Alright, doors open, passengers are leaving. Thank you for riding with us. And we should be done. Okay. Alright, door's locked. Let's see how we did. Great work. You reached Doncaster safely despite the tough conditions. Let's see how you did. Okay, yeah, we had a little bit of speeding there. But it was still enough points, even with the speeding, that we still got the platinum. That was actually a pretty good one. I can say that I have liked the new scenarios that they've thrown at us here, as they have always been a different challenge. This one required us to deal with the weather. It also required us to make some changes to our system as the power went out for a second. We had to run on diesel, and then having to adapt to address a concern on the tracks with the cows. So all in all, this has been great. All right, everyone. On that note, we will join another streamer. Wolfman759 is playing Farming Sim. If you haven't, please feel free to follow, like, subscribe, whatever way you're watching today. And hopefully we'll be back next week. Take it easy, everyone.